Good. 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 That's perfect. Whew, use your breathing. Use anything you can do to make him relax. Good boy. Keep going a tiny bit thought of a sideways and back to trot again. Take your time. He definitely looks like a dressage horse, Justin. He's a better dressage horse than a hunter, I think. Good. That's very good. Little sideways. Yep. And when you can, soften your outside hand a tiny bit. I would keep a little nice steady connection to the inside rein because that'll help him bend. Good. That's gorgeous. Good. He doesn't need to go any faster than that. Very good. Very nice. Turning again. Carefully thinking about your elbows when you can. I know you got to do what you got to do for the horse. Little softer outside there. Little softer. Yep. Let him connect to the inside rein. Good. Don't be too obsessed with pulling his head down. Just get him connected first. Good, because otherwise he's a little bit cheating in his back. Yep, and because he's so short coupled, we got to get every length of back that we can and neck, actually. Good, nice there. Little soft on the outside. Don't give up your inside rein. Contrary to popular opinion, we don't do that till he's connected to both reins. Honestly, off your inside leg, and then the inside rein will float a little on its own. That's good. That's real good, Justin. Take your time. Yep, and again, a little tiny bit sideways. Yep, you're fine. Yep, let him hold that inside rein. Yep, give up the outside. Do one smaller circle. Let me just see you give up that outside rein a little more. See if he connects better to that inside. That's good. Let him hold the inside rein. Yep, keep turning, keep turning. Yep, keep a little hold of that left rein. Give up your outside, keep turning. Yep, like that, super. Good boy, and don't worry, don't worry. Don't worry, good. And when you start to feel him give a little to that rein, then you can relax your inside arm a tiny bit. But keep him moving a little bit off your inside aids. Excellent, Justin. And a little soft pat with that outside hand if you can too. Yeah, superstar. Good. Super. Good boy. Give up the outside again, little sideways. Yep, super, inside leg. Little sideways, give up the outside. Beautiful, beautiful. So we'd love to get that nose out a little more. Yeah, but don't do it with your inside rein. And we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Super there. Super. Good. Little left rein, little soft on the outside. Gorgeous. Give it up at the outside. Just a little. Good. Good. Love that. Good. So take your time and find your way back to walk. And don't let him change from this position. So keep kind of turning as you're doing it. Turning, pushing him out, whatever you want to call it. Good. Good. Don't even let his nose be straight. Yep. You want to keep seeing his nose to the inside. Good. Give up the outside and keep turning. Yep. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Yep. Good, Justin. And a little pat. Super. So we want him moving off your inside leg to a fault. We love him to be bulging out. And the reason is because, number one, he's going to connect to the inside rein in a nice elastic way. That's our first thing. Number two, he's going to be off your inside leg, so his inside hind leg starts to come more under his body. So he engages his inside hind leg. He's going to learn how to bend, which he doesn't really know how to do honestly. And giving up the outside rein just slightly enables the neck to be longer. Because as we know, the outside rein is what controls the length of the neck. You know, your frame is determined by your outside rein. So if we give the outside rein up, we get a little bit more of a chance of him taking his nose out. So we want all of those things. When he finally starts to honestly move off your inside leg in a nice relaxed way with his inside hind leg engaged, he connects in a nice honest way to an elastic inside hand, you know, his inside connection. Then you add your little outside half halt. And because he's connected from your leg, your left leg to your left rein, a lateral connection, you're able to then take a half halt on the right rein without him shortening his neck. Does that make sense? If he doesn't know how to go from your left leg to your left rein first, in other words, when you touch him with your left leg, if he doesn't connect to the rein, when you half halt that outside rein, he's just going to tuck his nose in. Which we use, you know, yes, sometimes a little bit to make him round, but we will also have to have that ability to take his neck back out again. So that's how we make my broomstick that I've talked about forever. That's how you make the horse from your left leg to your left rein, make a left broomstick, so that you're able to push that nose out. Now, what happens now, we've gotten him from the left leg to the left rein, that was good. Now you're able to take a half halt on the outside rein and then hold a nice steady outside rein. Now we take a little half halt on the outside rein, and in doing so, the horse is bending around your inside leg, and the inside rein just drops a little bit. So instead of that giving up the inside rein that people do, it really gets a horse honestly off your inside leg if we give up our outside rein to see if we really can do it. So there's a lot of benefits. And I have a beautiful video of Reiner Klemke riding this way at the World Cup in 1996. So it's not anything I dreamed up. That's very good. Right there you could rub him on the outside with your outside rein and see if he learns to take his neck out just from that little rub. Yep, super, super. It's kind of like a stupid pet trick. You know, if I give up that rein, will you take your nose out? And because I'm giving up that rein, you're going to keep your bend and you're going to stay off your my inside leg. Good, that's excellent. Good, so let's softly find a place to change direction. Just take you lots of time. And if his quarter's swung out, I'd love it as you're turning. Yep, turning and yep, perfect, perfect, perfect. Because of course you've done all that groundwork, pushing him sideways. Good, now start to give up your left rein a little bit. And this is probably a stiff side, so he'll hold the right rein better, and you're going to end up loving this side because of it. Yep, little pat on the outside again. Super. Super. Love this. Good. So that's the feeling, the connection we want to have. You can bring your right shoulder back just a tiny bit. It's good. So when you're ready, kind of little western jog sideways into the trot. Sideways forward into the trot, soft outside hand for a second. Yep. Let him overbend. Love overbending. Yep. When a horse overbends, he's bulging out. When he's bulging out, you're able to connect him to your outside rein. Because when he's bulging out, he's holding the inside rein. Very good, Justin. Yep. Take your time to find this direction. Yep. Little take give on that outside rein. Yep. Keep turning. Yep. And think in terms of the ability to finally put your inside leg on a little bit. And he relaxes around it instead of running from it. Good. Step down a little bit on your inside stirrup because he'd love to push you off to the outside.